Hi everyone, I'm Shelley Virduzzo and I'm designing a website for Natura clothing. The website that I'm designing is for an ethical and sustainable clothing company. The website's main aim is to sell clothing and everything on the site is intended to support that goal in some way. All of the design and functional features of the website have been chosen to create a positive user experience. The name Natura, meaning natural in Italian, was chosen for the brand. Having ethical and sustainable business practices at the heart of the clothing brand, it was important to choose a name that both communicates the brand's ethos and connects with a target audience. The brand also uses exclusively natural materials, so the name Natura is very fitting, as nature is considered in every aspect of the brand. The colour palette was chosen to reflect the brand's target audience and ethos. It's feminine and it's inspired by naturally dyed clothing. So here we have the navigation and sitemap for the website. Here we have the header, which is the main way that users will navigate the site. It includes drop-down menus, a search function, user account access, wishlist functions, and the shopping cart. The footer has additional information that users will be able to access that aren't available on the header, including contact, stockists, shipping, sizing chart, the returns and exchanges, and frequently asked questions. There will also be social media links, as you can see in the middle there, and accepted payment methods. Another feature of the navigation will be breadcrumbs. So breadcrumbs will be used to help the user understand where they are on the website. So to the right here we have the sitemap. As we can see from the sitemap, we have menus and submenus. I've also included the links that users will be able to access on the footer. So this sitemap was decided based on research done on user needs, that the user will have the best experience possible on the site. So here we have the interface design for the header. I thought that I'd include this so that I could show all of the interactions when they're active, as well as when they're not active. So on the right we can see where all of the functions are activated. I've included the example of a drop-down menu for the shop, showing the submenus. So on the top left, we also have the search function activated. So when it's activated, the magnifying glass slides to the right and an area that the user can type in appears. And on the right here, we have the items added to wish list and also the items in the cart. In this slide, we have the interface design for the home page. So here we have the header, which is over a photo of flax plants, which Natura uses as materials in their clothing. Below that, we have an introduction to the brand. As the website is the first point of contact that many users will have with the brand, it's pretty important to have the introduction on the homepage. So below that, we have the collection section of the homepage. This allows users to see what Natura's clothing looks like so they know what to expect. The collections are also shoppable, so it's a good way to introduce users to Natura's clothing, as well as a segue to introducing them to the online store. So below that we have a little Why Shop With Us section. This gives a quick overview to Natura's values, as well as their sustainable and ethical business practices. Below that we have the email sign up. So this is featured so that users can sign up to the newsletter or keep up to date with promotions and sales that Natura has going on. And lastly, I've put the Instagram feed on the bottom of the page. This again allows users to connect with the brand. And lastly, here we have the interface design for a product page. So the product page features the header. It has breadcrumbs, so the user knows where they are in the shop. It contains a product listing as well as add to cart and add to wish list buttons and more product information. It also has a scrollable product photo section just below the main photo, which allows users to see more images of the product. Below that we also have a You May Also Like section, so that shows users similar products to the ones that they've viewed. This is intended to show users more of the clothing without being too intrusive, and it's also designed to add to sales. And below that we have the footer. The footer will be added to each page just like the header. And that's all. So thank you for listening, and I hope that this has given you some good insight into what the Natura website will look and function like.